Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Visibility on Purpose, the place for all things PR strategy when it comes to product brands. And we do sometimes touch on personal, but today we're going to very much talk about product brands because the time of the year is happening where gift guide season is upon us. We always joke around that this is a publicist or PR strategy Super Bowl time. So if you're a product brand, this is not a quarter to sit back on the sidelines. And we're going to dive into 5 reasons why you need to capitalize on this time. So before I get into it, my name is Lydia. I am the co-founder of Visibility on Purpose. We are a PR consulting and strategy studio where we essentially help brands just like yours get the press coverage that they deserve without paying agency prices. So 5 reasons that you need to capitalize on press during gift guide season. Number 1 is that publications are producing way more shopping content than any other time of the year. Each publication is focusing on gift guides. So, what are gift guides? Gift guides are those best of lists. They're those articles where if you type in like what to get for your mom, what to get for your dad, what to get for your, 2-year-old nephew during Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever holiday that you celebrate, those are the articles that come up. So it's a time of the year where they basically are like 10xing their content because they know that it's very highly trafficked and highly clickable. And then something that you probably don't know is on the back end, publications do have affiliate partnerships with brands. And so you wouldn't know, but essentially, if like, I don't know, Bon Appetit were to post a story about the top gifts to get for hosts, and I were to click on one of the products, I go to their website, I buy it. Bon Appetit is going to get a tiny little kickback from that sale. So that's another reason why these publications have skin in the game. And so therefore, they're really going to be pushing it this time of year. So if you are a product brand, now is your time to shine when it comes to trying to get into the media because that barrier to entry is going to be a little bit lower. And there's going to be 10x the amount of content, like I mentioned. So, number 2 is that one press hit can keep on selling for years. So, the best gifts for wellness lovers article that doesn't disappear when December ends. It continues to rank on Google. It shows up on AI. It drives traffic and it builds that credibility long after the holiday season is over. And publications often update articles. So, what that means is instead of writing a whole new article, the following year they will maybe add in like one more product and they will just update it. So, it is likely that your previous gift guide features are going to get featured again in the following years, and it's going to basically recirculate and repopulate as if it was a brand new story. And this goes for, I'm sure, AI as well as we move into more of an AI type of era and kind of transition from Google to AI. So these things are very important. And I mean, especially for shopping with AI, people are typing in very catered searches. And so you really want to be mindful of keywords for your brand and how that's populating in earned media, essentially, because earned media, meaning like press features, that's where the information is getting pulled from for these AI searches. So, for example, if I am an olive oil brand and I'm featured in the best gifts to get for hosts, there's a possibility that if somebody were to type that into Google and type that into ChatGPT, that it would populate in different ways, right? Because ChatGPT would populate it more as if you were speaking to them, and then Google would populate it with articles that come up with keywords. So it kind of works in like the same way. Number 3, holiday press gives your marketing team ammunition. So what I mean by that is the as seen in Forbes is much more valuable than just like shop our holiday sale. So you can start your email, your ads, and maybe even like some decks and things, right? With language that you were recently featured. And even me as a publicist, I've been in this industry for how many years? Over 10 years at this point. And when I see a brand that is recently featured on Forbes or a publication that I trust, Oprah, for example, I am still going to potentially purchase that product because I know that they have gatekeepers, meaning that the writers and the editors that are reviewing before they actually feature, they hold weight, right? So I trust these publications and their teams behind them. So you can also use it for your website. You can use like like press logos on your website. You can use it for social content. And it really adds that third party credibility when consumers are coming across your brand to purchase. Number four, your customers are actually not the only ones reading these gift guides, right? There's retail buyers, there's investors, brand partners, influencers, and other journalists that are reading this content. And so just remember, as you get the more exposure or bigger exposure on these types of sites, the right features can put your product in front of the right people who create the next big opportunity for your brand. So I always say, like, you know, it's really hard to get discovered these days. There's so much noise online, and unless you're going viral, there's really no way that you can honestly be discovered. And so, what's beautiful about PR is that the industry has been working this way for years, meaning that brands and publicists are reaching out to the writers, and then the writers are the ones reviewing, deciding if they want to feature you, and then moving on to a feature. So, that's the way that the industry works. They're used to being sought out and pitched. And so if you are somebody who is really wanting to earn coverage and capitalize on this time, and especially set your brand up for 2027, which I can't believe I'm saying, this is the perfect time and way to do it. We are not just going to be a needle in a haystack when it comes to these sites like social media, TikTok, or your website floating around on the internet for nobody to find because there's no backlinks or press that's connected to it. So, in summary, gift guide season isn't just about getting your product into holiday roundups. It's really about capitalizing on this really big shopping season, and then also capitalizing on a season where the likelihood of your brand getting featured is so much higher. So, of course, we help brands do this. We are taking on two brands for the holiday season where we're going to do a 60-day consulting sprint with you. So we're going to set you up on an affiliate platform. We're going to set up your PR folder, write your pitch, and really help you reach out to the right people in order to gain coverage. This is for a brand that's ready to dive in and doesn't want to lollygag this season. So if you are watching this or listening to this and this feels like it really resonates for you at this time, feel free to email us, reach out to us. And if not, I hope that this was really valuable. Each week when we come on, we've been coming on every other week for the summer season. But each time we come on this platform, our goal is always to make really valuable content that's going to help your brand grow. So please like, subscribe, and comment. As always, we so appreciate you watching our videos and being here, and we will see you next time.